Hello, dynamic stars. How are you today? We are back today with another pick a card reading. Zori Muse here. We're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. What do I need to do to get back to center, to get back to balance? Those of you who chose the rose quartz, we have physical body, Gaia. We have express love through gifts. We have boundaries. We have Ma'at Tem Ma'at and Nekabet to Ma'at. Of course, I want to go right to it. So, physical body. If we need to get to center, get back to balance, and the very first thing that spirit brings up is the physical body, we already know what that means. It means, just look at that card. All of the fruit, all of the vegetables. It looks like she's resting, and there's the moon. She's resting at night. So follows the circadian rhythms of the body, the natural circadian rhythms of the body, and just really try and get to bed no later than 10 o'clock. I know it's a lot. We're busy people, but we need to get ourselves into a rhythm, into a bedtime routine. Seriously, try to have whatever time you decide upon, get on that time and do whatever it takes to get yourself in bed. If you have to tell yourself you're going to watch your favorite TV show, you're only going to binge watch 2 episodes that evening or however you want to do it, give yourself something. Give yourself a lovely shower with aromatherapy or a bath. Make sure you have maybe some pretty candles or a spritz you like to spray. Something that calms you down. Maybe a lavender sachet underneath your bed pillow. Whatever it is that you can do, put that in place to comfort yourself, to give yourself some ease. Excuse me. And also getting enough exercise, getting enough fresh air, going out in nature, grounding yourself, putting your back against a tree, stepping on the actual grass with your bare feet so you actually connect with Gaia, with Earth. These are the things that you need to do. And of course, basics, getting enough nutrients into your system, making sure you take a multi-mineral, a multivitamin to really assist you. And if that doesn't seem to be working, get yourself to a nutritionist. Check your nutrient levels so that you can see what's going on. Maybe you need some melatonin at night before you go to sleep to help you go to sleep. There are many things that you can do. So those are just a few things just on physical body, but research and find out what will work for you. You might need some acupuncture or acupressure. You might need some Reiki, some actual body work to help you to balance yourselves. Maybe your chakras are out of alignment. All of these things you have to look for when you have physical body. And the question is bringing yourself back to balance. The next thing we have is express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. So there, can you see that beautiful card? And in this case, a shell, a seashell, a clam with a pearl in it is being given. So while that is a beautiful and precious gift, you can also give something of the heart. You can make something for someone, because sometimes just giving something that you just get in a store is great. But when you give from your heart, from yourself, something that you've crafted, it means more. One, you're also going to get in touch with your body, with your tactile sensations. And that is something that, because these two are right next to each other, I would definitely say Spirit wants you to give of yourself. Things that you will enjoy. If you enjoy cooking, if you enjoy baking, if you enjoy carving, if you enjoy pottery, anything with your hands, to put the energy that you're feeling for that person into the object. Definitely do that, because this will help you, and it will share your love in a very, intimate way with the person that, or persons that are, close to you in your life. Because, oh, yes, because when we're talking about balance, maybe the imbalance is the relationship that you have, maybe the close relationships, your best friend, BFF, or, your spouse. Maybe they're not feeling as if you're giving them so much because you're going, doing so much that you are out of balance with yourself, that relationship. And then when we see boundaries right next door to all of this, it almost seems as if you have no boundaries when it comes to work, when it comes to getting ahead and pushing forward with your goals. You're very, very driven, focused to the point where you're unbalanced. Because look at here, Ma'at Tem Ma'at. Ma'at is all about balance. She has the scales, as you see there. And on the scales, of course, is the heart and the feather. And we already know from this reading that you're out of balance, whoever chose this deck, and you need to get back in balance. You need to make it so that your heart is as light as a feather, or as close as you can come to that. You have great intuitions here with this Nekabet Ma'at. You get great, out of the blue thoughts. Your intuitive hits on point. However, because you're doing so much and you're working so hard, you're not going to be able to capitalize on all of the things that are coming to you, all these great ideas, thoughts, hunches. So get yourself back together, heal yourself, have some boundaries so that you work X amount of hours per day, per week. Even if there's a project, yes, it'll go over. We know that. Bring it back into balance the following week, the following day. Make sure you're paying attention so that it's not just go, go. Because things around you are not going to follow that go. The people around you want to share you. They want to be a part of you, and they can't do that if you're going all the time and you're focused all the time on something other than them. So maybe step back and look at it from their point of view so that maybe you'll go, oh, wait a minute, I really did kind of have this a little bit too much of a focus for me. Bring it back and allow yourself to enjoy the people around you, and you will be surprised at how much more your intuition will pop off, give you more insights. And maybe some of the boundaries are you're going to have other people help you. Maybe that's something that you could look at, because with that Ma'at Tem Ma'at, maybe you're trying to do it all yourself and not seeking help. All right? So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. And if you'd like a personal reading, please do email me at 22azurite@gmail.com. Bye-bye. Okay. For those of you who chose deck 2, the Selenite. We have Epiphany, Higher Self. We have Be Willing to Express Love. We have Prayer. integrity, Tuhuti, Tumaat, Heru, Hetep. What do we need to do to get back to center, to get back to balance? And the very first card that we have here is Epiphany, Higher Self. So the greater image back there, the outline in green, that very much looks like someone seated in a meditative pose, maybe out in nature, maybe sitting at home. But if you see the middle figure right in the center, almost looks like the inner self coming up out of a lotus. And if you think of that, the lotus grows in muddy, swampy type water. And it just blossoms, this beautiful, beautiful flower. This is what you're like. For you to get back to center, you need to sit and really reflect, whether it's traditional meditation or walking meditation, staring at a flame and watching the flame and watching the thoughts as they come in and out of your mind, just watching them, not particularly attached. That's what you need to do to help you to really get centered so you can have that epiphany, so that you can allow spirit to bring messages to you, to bring insights, to bring additional thoughts, maybe thoughts, ideas, and ways of being and functioning that you never thought of before because you were too caught up in the situation as it is at the moment. What I'm feeling with this card is things are about to open up, to blossom, to flower into something brand new and wonderful. Things that you have always wanted, that you have been seeding yourself with these thoughts. And the next step in order to do that, once you continue putting it in there through meditation, is be willing to express love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. And look at the beautiful shell. And the little mermaid is in that shell. Again, the imagination for you is extremely important. Maybe you've put a damper on your imagination before because maybe you thought it got you in trouble in the past. You were too imaginative. You were too out there, out of the box. Forget that. That was in the past. You now need to bring that part of you back with all of the newness of, or not newness, but the growing trend of working with the law of attraction. Your imagination is what will bring you to the next level. And then right next to that, we have prayer. Instead of worrying, I pray about this situation to bring about real solutions. And sometimes people see prayer and they go, oh, I have to sit and, read out of the Bible or some other religious text. Praying is literally having a conversation with the higher self, the field of potentiality, the universe, God, Yahweh, whatever name, spirit, your guardian angels, your great-great-grandmother or grandfather who has taken an interest and wants to help you. You sit and you have a conversation, just like we're having a conversation right now. That is prayer. By quietly having a conversation, and sometimes it doesn't have to be quiet. Sometimes if you have a deep feeling and a deep emotion, you let it out. You cry, you scream, you rage, you throw pillows, whatever you feel like doing. But it is communication at a visceral level. That is what prayer is, whatever that may mean to you. Don't get caught up in the traditional prayer. No, This is you communicating what is in your heart, what is in your mind, what is in your body, what you're feeling to whichever spiritual agency, angelic agency that you're working with. And why? Because the integrity, your integrity, they know and they see. I trust my ability to know what is true for me. And there's no way that you going, just from a book and reading something. Yes, you could open the book and get to, a passage that really, really touches you. What's more important is for you to just get it out what you feel yourself. Forget about a third party. Just go direct. That is integrity coming from the heart, letting your spirit guides and your angels know what you're feeling and what it is you're looking for in life. And you have such beautiful Metu Neter cards. For you to get back to center, we've got Tuhuti Tuma'at with Heru Hetep. This is the second sphere of the Tree of Life. This is the sixth sphere of the Tree of Life. This is God speaking through the oracle. Remember the oracle at Delphine back in the day? That is pretty much what this is. This is Thoth in the Egyptian pantheon of gods. So you might want to, in addition to this reading, you might want to pick up a deck of cards that calls to you, that you can get a daily communication going for yourself. So you can pick a card and allow yourself to know what energies are working with you that day, that week, that month, to help you, to guide you, so that you're always stepping on the path the way you need to. Because at this point, you need to exercise your will, which you're doing beautifully. You need to say what you want and then follow and do what you want. If you need people to work with you, then you need to call a meeting, or you just need to sit down and speak with all the people that are involved with whatever you're doing, whichever areas you're working in, and really draw up a plan to make everything happen. So for you to find balance, for you to get back to center, you have to throw out the old playbook that you had before and reinvent it with that beautiful imagination of yours by allowing spirit, allowing God to come in and speak with you. And then you also communicate back with them and it, however you want to call it, so that you are in complete alignment with what you're doing. Because it seems to me, those of you who chose deck 2, the Selenite, of course, Selenite is clearing and clarifying, and it removes all types of negativity, issues, and problems. And that's what you're doing. This reading here, for you to get back to balance, you're removing issues and problems that could arise, that you see may arise, and you're laying the groundwork for everything. So all you have to do, use that imagination, focus yourself, be in constant communication with higher self, spirit, with God, and communicate the things that you have gotten from spirit with those around you that are working with you in whatever arena that you're working, whether it be at work, whether it be with your friends at play, whether it's actually starting your own business, whether it's a spiritual aspect, a spiritual endeavor you're working on. People will listen to you because they're going to feel the ring of truth in all of the things that you're saying, because they're going to know, they're going to feel that it came through the divine. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this reading. And if you do want a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at 22azurite@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. For those of you who chose deck 3, the Cowrie Show, we have Unconditional Love, Divine Mother, shows simple acts of kindness, sobriety, Nekabet Tem Ma'at, Tuhuti Tu Chayas, Marjet Hetep, Geb Tu Chayas, Sebek Tu Chayas. So I'm just getting the story, putting it together. For those who chose deck 3, to get yourself back in balance, of course, the very first card that pops out, sobriety. Clear my mind. My clear mind is easily able to focus and concentrate. So whenever this card comes up, we always have to put on the table the question of, is my mind not clear? Why is my mind not clear? What am I doing that is causing my mind not to be clear? And then we have Nekabet Tem Ma'at, which is the absolute essence of an unclear mind. So these two have that conversation, and these are the supporting characters in this particular story. So for those of you who chose this deck, the way to get clear of mind is to have unconditional love for yourself, to grab onto that which will sustain you, whether that be a group that will help you. Maybe one of the 12-step programs could possibly help you. There are so many, not just the main one, AA, but there are so many. Maybe you don't have a clear mind because you're in debt. Maybe you don't have a clear mind because you're in a codependent relationship. There are so many reasons why you don't have a clear mind. Yes, sobriety is on the table, but the essence is mind not clear. That could be also some kind of health issue that's creating fog. Sometimes sinus issues, long-term sinus issues, causes you to have poor judgment because your mind just cannot function and focus when there's so much fluid in the head. All of these things are things to look at. And how you help yourself is to show yourself some kindness, right? A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. And the kindness could be to yourself. It should be to yourself to help you right now. Be kind to yourself in getting help, in finding out what is really the issue that's causing you not to have a clear mind, and truly reach out and ask for people to assist you. And here we have Tuhuti Tu Chayas. Tuhuti is the wise one. He gets the words of wisdom from God directly. Seek expert counseling, someone who you trust, who you highly admire, someone of those lines, because that person is going to have a very, very, very sharp, keen eye, and will be able to direct you to places and people and organizations that can help you best. And then we have Geb Tu Chayas, which is all things physical, the physical body, physical resources, your home, your car, your job, all the physical things. So this is in its positive state. All of your supporting characters are in their positive state. Once you figure out what it is that's causing you not to have a clear mind and go and get help from somebody you really trust who has a keen sense of people, places, resources, maybe is also in the center and has a lot of connections. That is the type of person that you'll go to, and they will guide you and direct you to all of the things that you need. And there's going to be people who understand and will work with you and communicate with you, because here is Sebek. Sebek is the great communicator. He's the one that has the key and opens the door. So this is the person that God speaks to Tahuti. Sebek, he's the one that is the connector. He's the networker. He's the one that gets people to do things. He gives them the right words, the right attitude. He smooths the way. He is that person that is the great, he's a great connector. He's a great connector. And that is what you need right now. You need someone or people around you to help smooth the way for you so that anything that may have gone awry, because it doesn't seem like this is something that has been long-standing. Long-standing meaning like decades. It doesn't seem like that. It feels more like this is more recent. It's beginning to be a problem, and you are able to even see for yourself, hey, something's going on. And you have all of this help right there. All you have to do is reach out. A simple act of kindness. You can be kind to someone, or you be kind to yourself. Probably both at this point in time, because maybe there have been a couple of, harsh words or ruffled feathers because of the non-clarity, because of whatever this issue is here. Okay? So for you to get back to center, please identify what it is. Love yourself. Love yourself. And ask for help from somebody who's really, really sharp and keen so that they can connect you to the people and resources that will really assist you in moving forward. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading, please reach out to me at 22azurite@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. For those of you who chose pile 4, the large green crystal, we have appreciation, divine helpers. We have practice compassion. We have faith. We have tenderness. And we have Sebek, Tema'at, Geb, Tema'at, Wajet, Tuchayas. What you need to do to get back to center, get back to balance. All right, the story here kind of centers right over here, because with this Sebek Tem Ma'at and Geb Tem Ma'at, there have been some pretty unkind words, some knockdown, drag out, almost altercations, if not an actual altercation, because those are in their most negative form that they can be at this moment in time. And what we have here, faith, tenderness, practice compassion, is the direct opposite of this. And then with the wajet here, right underneath all of that, this is really hot, frenetic energy. And this is, jumping to conclusions, probably the wrong conclusions, given that the Sebek is in its negative state. Sebek is the way you think, logic, and all of that. So if it's in its negative state and you get the Wajet, which is just an energy that kind of like sends stuff out, you're probably sending out like all of these vibes and things of, well, you did that, and I saw you do that, and a lot of accusations based upon what you think you saw, what you think you heard, what you think, is going on. And with the Geb Tem Kem Tem Ma'at, I mean, it could be finances, it could be your health, it could be so many things that are on the material plane that are just not there. The way it feels to me is just jumping to the wrong conclusions. Maybe, you're just very, very tired, very, very overworked, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of pressure on you, so many irons in the fire that you just don't have all the time that you need to really delve into things. So you're coming from a place where you're exhausted and you need to find an answer to things. So you're jumping at things. So the way to get past that is practice compassion. Really, really, really stop and see things from a different perspective. See that? Because things are not what they seem at all. And you have to have faith. You have to have faith that what you're actually being told, what is actually there that you see is real. And tenderness. You have to practice being gentle, being just calm and kind, and trying to see things from someone else's perspective and stepping away from the perspective that you have. Because that perspective right now is skewed. It's not really what's happening. For whatever reason, you're just not seeing things clearly. And the very first card from the Ask Your Guides deck is Appreciation, Divine Helpers. So if you see the hands from above with the stars in them over the two people that are standing in the garden with a bouquet, be thankful, be grateful, say thank you, express whatever softness you can with, thank you, I'm glad that I woke up today. Thank you, I'm glad that it's not raining today. Start from wherever feels comfortable. It does not have to be this big old huge, thank you God for, or thank you Spirit, or just thank you universe for, bringing me X, Y, and Z, baby, money, cars. Not that. Where you are, you have to go, thank you for waking up. Thank you that I don't have aches and pains. Thank you that, I had my favorite breakfast. Thank you that the bus came on time. The car started well. No bird poop was on my car. Thank you for that. I mean, you have to start there. The little things that go right, because your focus has to shift to, instead of what's wrong, your focus has to be what's right, what's going right, no matter how small it is. And the more you begin appreciating what's going right, you're going to come away from this misogyny. It's just, you're just in a place right now where, maybe that's the wrong word. Clearly it's the wrong word. You're in a place where nothing looks good, nothing feels good. So you have to start very, very simply. Thank you for this glass of water. Maybe put a crystal in it. Put some soda light in your water before you drink it, and let it sit for 5 minutes to soak up some of that energy, to free your throat chakra so that you can say what needs to be said. So for you to get back to center, for you to get back to balance, you have to let go of the extremely critical, negative viewpoint or disdainful viewpoint that you have at this moment. Bring in tenderness, faith, and practice compassion, most of all to yourself, so that your heart can melt, because maybe something happened that created a disappointment, a great disappointment, and your heart just became, a little cold, a little broken, a little, petrified. To release some of that, you have to use appreciation. You have to be grateful so that you begin to break the chains around your heart, to melt the ice, to, have that wood fall away so that the inner core that is still warm and glowing and pumping rich, beautiful, golden essence of life is there for you to tap into once again. So please, 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 just say thank you. Even if that's all you can say that whenever you remember. And that will begin getting you back into balance. And just drink as much water as you can to help clean and cleanse your body out. And if you can go to the ocean, to the river, that will also help you. The ionization in the air when it rains, that can help you. You need to change the charge in your body. And you're going to have to just work at it slowly. This is not something that came overnight. This seems like this was here for a little while, especially since they're in their 10 states like that. So gently work it out. And if you can do some yoga, yoga would be a beautiful thing to help meld your mind and your body and release tensions that you didn't even know were there. All right, I do hope you like this reading. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading, please do email me at 22azurite@gmail.com. Thank you so much and have a great, great evening. Bye-bye.